And coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, just guys talking about sports and stuff. Ray and Rodney, or Rodney
Yeah,
and Ray, whatever. It's the R&R show.
then it slowed down.
What that?
We good.
What up, folks? What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the R&R. She's a
Yo.
show number 568,000, and we still ain't made a dime.
Why you bring that up?
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Truth be told,
I was feeling a little decent until the end.
I mean, yeah, man, but it's all good though. So what's going on with y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the R&R show. I'm Ray.
I am right now.
Just two goons talking about sports and stuff.
It's dope.
Thank y'all, like I always do. I want to thank y'all for watching our show. Thank y'all for watching and liking and sharing and subscribing. And like I always say, if you know somebody that ain't doing it, you know somebody that ain't watching, you know somebody that ain't liking and subscribing and all that good stuff, make sure you tell your mama them to tell their mama them, tell their mama them, tell their mama them, tell their mama them. And who else?
Hey, Daddy, if you still around.
If you ain't got that Rolling Stones or Smoking Stones.
You know what it is.
Let's dive into this thing, man. Some folks got hair point. My big gut, you know, my little gut.
Who got hair point? Don't nobody know hair point. What you talking about?
Dude's a long thing, eh?
I don't know them either.
Mm-hmm. You know you got them tweezers.
It's all good, though.
Oh,
You know them haters be hating.
I wouldn't know.
So what we getting into today?
I don't know, man. Let's get into something.
Hey, you know what? Let's get to a fight. So, if you ain't got no rock for the last Lily Bell, what it do? Who is that, Ray?
That Lily Bell. Hey, Lily Bell.
Oh Lord. Anyway, right. So, if you've been living under a rock, unless you've been living under a rock,
A big rock.
a big rock, like bigger than the White House, then you would know about the fight that broke out and right look at the game on Saturday. And it was between Indiana Raging Rando. And then on the court, it's the rooting 2 big taken. That short selling. Chris, wow.
Chris, don't spin out the hall.
Chris Mushman Paul.
Chris, my beard don't feel all the way in on my side cheeks. Paul.
Oh, dang. That's messed up. Why you
Chris,
like this?
hold on, I got one more. Chris, I can't finish a playoff series to save my life, Paul.
Oh, we should have said, Rondo, been about that license boys in the hood. Rondo.
Raging Cajun Rondo.
Hey, my boy been about that life. That dude looking like that.
Look like it.
So anyway, I wish I had enough time to get the video to put up here. But anyway,
Don't set the thing up, man. What happened?
so it was James Harden with his antics and whatnot drove to the basket, and when he drove to the basket, Ingram, the guy from the Lakers, didn't like, he took exception to something Rondo said. And with that being said,
What up? Hello. What up, Josh? What up, Q? What up, Maul?
what it do, fella? So when he went to he took exception to something that either Harden said or did. So, he bucked up and he pushed Harden. Harden, being who he is, threw his hands up looking for the official, like, what up? Y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see that? So he walks away up on the goal, and then Alonzo Ball grabbed Ingram and they kind of, walking back down the court. Come on, man. You ain't got to, come on, get away from that. So then, while all this going on, it was a little huddle up on the basket Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul, you know, chested up, looking at each other's face, and Chris Paul had Steve and Steve and some of that little spit flicking onto Chris Paul's face. And Chris Paul took his finger and did Rondo like this. And then Chris Paul caught a three-piece from Rondo. Rondo, I ain't never seen a man hit nobody with a left 2 times before he connected with that right in a ball fight like that.
Don't put it all like that. Now you know Chris Paul, he got him.
I ain't through though. Because Rondo came out with a left, pop. Everybody was looking for the right, but he came back with the left, pop. And then he came with the right, swat. And then everybody started grabbing folks. And then when they was grabbing folks, Chris Paul had dropped to one knee because his hamstring got pulled, and he just gave an uppercut to Rondo real quick. Wow, because you know Chris Paul always get hurt on some simple stuff. So he hurt. he came up with the uppercut, pop, and popped in one good time. So you know they started pulling folks out. LeBron pulled Chris Paul.
Hey, don't forget Ingram came back in there and he stole.
He came in that Superman punch and caught old Chris Paul one a good time. So anyway, my whole deal with it was, the only problem I had with was the allegation that he spit in his face. And was it a true spit in his face, or did he blow raspberries in his face? That's what I want.
Enlighten me. What is blowing raspberries? That sounds
like if you say something, you be like if you say something to me, then I'd be like, whatever. That like, you know.
Oh, my bad. I thought blowing raspberries sound like a bedroom term, but since it ain't.
No, it ain't that big. It ain't.
You blow raspberries tonight. No, I ain't blowing your raspberry. I better tell you, I'm gonna blow your raspberry.
I don't know where he going. I don't know what he doing.
But anyway,
so you know, what it look like to you? I mean, if I'm gonna blatantly spit, but he wouldn't try blatantly spit first.
I'll be with you. First of all, let's go to Ingram. Ingram was a punk. Ingram a chump. He started the whole thing. And actually, what James Harden was doing, that man got 3 punches. Ingram didn't connect. Yeah, he did those punches. But anyway,
what
all your boy was saying, he's what's his name? The walking dude with the beard that don't take no dribbles.
Harden.
Yeah, James Harden.
Right.
He was, he did like,
oh no, Ray. It had to be something else to do to come up push him though.
Okay. Did you hear anything different? What you hear?
I mean, I ain't heard nothing, but still.
Exactly.
There had to be something else going on through the whole game. Couldn't get that.
No, you're like, dude. Nah, push me, man. And then, dude like, man, somewhere. Right. See, my boy Steve Kobe came to me like, but look though, he spit on him on purpose. I looked at the video over and over again. I didn't see no neck and no head just to go like this right here. I didn't see no lips do like this. Now, there's a point that was made that I heard, and I got to go with this. It's hard to spit on somebody when you got your mouthpiece in your mouth. You know what this? So I really feel like we all got to do on our job or that family member that I get close to you and like talk, and every time they be talking whatnot, you got to join hands up because they don't know how to hold it. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like he was accidentally. This is my opinion. He was accidentally raspberry.
No, he was raspberry. He was accidentally like. I did the thing. I mean, he was not the regular. Like he was not in his face like this. You know what I'm saying? Like his face. He was like this. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I'm gonna spit, hold on. Wait a minute. What you talking about?
I'll be a Romanowski.
I'm gonna spit on you. Right.
But look. So I do not feel like it was intentional. Now, I'll tell you something.
Got a poll question where you keep going. Got a poll question. Who do you want to run a poll? Go ahead.
On your team, you talking about fighting team or basketball team?
At any point in their career.
In their career?
Any point in their career. As a teammate. Go ahead.
All right. Now, Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo have a history of bad blood. They do not like each other. Wow. Even when Chris Paul was in New Orleans. And Rondo was, you really know that?
Go ahead. I'm just
what? No, I'm just saying, what up, BD? Thank you for tuning in.
Big dog.
But Rajon Rondo and Chris Paul do not like each other. Whatever happened the other night, you will not see any apologies come out. There's no love lost Even Rajon Rondo made a statement just the other day said Mike Rowe is a good guy. He's a horrible teammate, you know, and things of that nature.
But but ain't people been saying that about Rondo for the longest?
No, they said Rondo is a horrible teammate.
Right. So basically, he did him like Spider-Man did Spider-Man. You a bad teammate, and then somebody say you a bad teammate.
But look, look where I'm going with this.
I got you.
This is beyond bad teammate. Chris Paul is a butthole. He's an elite butthole. Rajon Rondo is about himself. Period. I mean, you know what? Rajon Rondo has the talent and potential to be an Hall of Famer. I'm gonna be honest with you. He has that potential, but because he do not put more energy into his craft, that just may pass him on by.
It makes him difficult to coach.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
But
a big part of his career, he was uncoachable per se. But and that's why I go with Chris Paul. Also, Chris Paul can shoot free throws.
True, but see, this is my deal. If I mean, you know, I've been listening to it, been watching, been keeping up with it, and everybody I done pretty much heard talk on it. They said that they would take as a teammate, not talking about.
Stop! I hate to stop you, but this brother right here needs to be acknowledged. The legendary
Big Bro. I got it right there.
House.
Boy, you done been on the show 2 times, 2 weeks. I've been talking to you 2 weeks and it ain't been you.
What up, dog? Thank you for tuning in. Oh, everybody right now, hit the share button. Share this right now. Hit the share button. Everybody.
Right, check this out.
All right, now go.
I would take, I mean, I've been watching it and listening to it as it's been going. And Rondo has been coming out as the guy that everybody would want as a teammate. They're not talking about stats. They're not talking about history. They're just talking about who the guy you want on your team. And that's because of what you said. Chris Paul is a butthole. He been a butthole to everybody he done played with.
Even when he was with the Clippers. Even when he was the Clippers.
When he went to New Orleans.
Right.
He was a butthole. And
both he played with, they were like, hello. What up, Riley?
Right, and they want to get on down. So
hit the share button, Riley. Hit the share button.
So I'm kind of mixed, but as a teammate and somebody I'm gonna take with me to war, I'm gonna take Rondo. But if I'm taking for you to be the regular season hero, I'm gonna take Chris Paul. Regular season hero, Chris Paul is it. I'm gonna give him that all day.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you.
Take Rondo to the playoffs over Chris Paul. I would do that.
Well, I'm gonna ask you your poll question, but I'm gonna flip it on you.
Flip it.
Who are you gonna take from start to finish? I ain't talking you guys. You can't have both of them.
If I started the season today and I had to pick one of the two in their prime, I would take Rondo.
Why?
Because Rondo would be more effective for me in the long run.
How?
Because when he was in his prime, he's a true point guard that was dangerous as a point guard and not as a scorer and not just a facilitator. Chris Paul is dangerous as a scorer, but to me, not necessarily all the time as a facilitator. Because Rondo had, for me, some of his in Boston, of course. I'm talking about his Boston years. I ain't talking about his whole career. That's when I consider him at the time in his Boston years.
Yeah, because the rest of
he's been a headache to people.
He played with like 32 other teams.
Yeah, he's been a headache to people. I understand that. That's why I said in his prime. I still would have to go with Rondo. I would have to take Rondo. Chris Paul is bad as a bad man, but I'm not. I mean, I just don't feel Chris Paul. I would just want to play with him all the time. I do really think that he's weak. He talk a bunch of crap behind other people, and then when it's time for him to get ready to do his thing, he's not around when you need him.
Hey, mama.
Hey, mama. Hey, little sugar pie. Then I say, hey, Ray.
Oh, Rodney say, hey.
Hey, we doing a show, baby. But tell say hey to the people.
R world, hello, you live. My show, tell everybody, hey. That was Mama Ray.
Mama Ray. Sugar.
But look, But first, I'll let you go ahead and finish what you're saying because I'm gonna tell you where I disagree with you.
Go ahead. I mean, I just don't like the fact that
this is why I disagree with you. What you said about I'm gonna take Chris Paul. I'm taking Chris Paul, and I'm taking for the reasons that you are missing. You said that Chris Paul is more of a scoring point guard, and that's why I have to disagree with you. Chris Paul is not a scoring point guard. He's a point guard that is capable of scoring when needed. He's not that point guard. The first thing, he's not D Rose in his prime. You understand where I'm going with this? Chris Paul is a facilitator and one of the best facilitators in the league today from the point guard position. And what makes him very dangerous is his capability of scoring. He's always a point guard first.
Okay.
Scorer second. So I have to disagree with you on the point of him being a scorer and things of that nature. Now, I will take Chris Paul on that right there. Chris Paul, he can shoot the outside jumper when needed. Chris Paul, his handles, I mean, I got to give it to him. His handles are better than Rondo. I'm not taking nothing from Rondo. I would like Rondo on my squad also. I would like him on my squad. But if it came down between Rondo and Chris Paul, I take Chris Paul. But if I'm in a dark alley and I have to get from point A to point B, I'm taking Rondo. Chris Paul. Chris Paul. Now look, Chris Paul, NBA IQ is I ain't gonna sound a lot higher than Rondo, but it's a little bit higher than Rondo. I mean, straight up. I mean, the way he reads the floor and things of this nature. I mean, yes, Rondo won a world title. Yes, he did. But look at the help that he had. Yes, did Rondo play a part or be a major part in that? Yes, he did. He did play a major part. But what did he? He was just that point guard. Now, the only thing that I hate, and I hate dearly about Chris Paul, is that he cannot stay healthy in the postseason. But if I'll still roll my dice on Chris Paul. If you give me a fight, hey, give me Rondo, dog.
Now, the other part of this fight. Okay, now I hear what you're saying on that. I see what you're saying there. So the other part of this fight, okay, doing this whole deal, you know, I mean, we all know that the NBA is not what it used to be, and they're not gonna fight like they used to fight. That was probably one of the realest fights we've seen in a few years. That's memorable, where they actually threw punches and connected.
Carmelo and
bruh, don't you do it? Don't do it. Don't go there. Don't go there. Go back. Let's come on. Be real.
All right.
What you finna name? That's bull. I know you finna name.
All right, go ahead.
And you know what I'm gonna say. But anyway, that's one of the real fights we've probably seen in a minute.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
No. We all know the NBA is watered down. It's not what it used to be. Like I said earlier.
When it comes to hard fouls and fights, it's like that.
Right. I mean, right. Pretty much. So when they get to the Alonzo Ball said last year, I ain't gonna go down there because they ain't finna fight. You know, they just talking push. You know, they ain't finna fight. And they just going down there. So there was some people missing from the show because the NBA is what it is. But my thing is this: if you in a fight, or you standing up in front of some man's face, and you thought he spit in your face, are you gonna mush him, or are you gonna knock out of him?
Now, I'm glad you brought that up. You asked me.
Answer that question.
Now, because we did get off track, but we need to get back on track. We need to talk because we on the spot. To answer your question, this is why I said it was an accident. Chris Paul knew that it was not intentional, and he was using it to try to do whatever little punk thing that he did do. If I know that spit on me, dude, get ready to go down. There's not a teammate that be able to hold me back. There's not a sign that will keep me from connecting my fist to your face. If I felt that you intentionally spit in my face, I watched what's his name? Back in Mile.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
I was in the Sharp, and Sharp put it down plain and smooth. He's like, people spit on the ground. When you spit on my face, you tell me I ain't even worth the dirt that I walk on. And guess what? I got a head.
That's it.
So if I felt like any individual spit in my face, you tell me I'm on purpose. On purpose. I feel like you tell me I ain't worth nothing.
You been catch your hand.
You have to hold up for it. And that's how I feel like. And that's why I feel Chris Paul knew that he didn't do that on purpose.
It's a give. It was to me was to try to get over on somebody you got a problem with, and you didn't think he was gonna swing. But you thought I was gonna get in the middle. That's what you thought. That's what it was like. Because if I'm swinging on purpose, I'm not finna put my finger in your face and mush you.
I'm gonna put the other 3 minutes.
Man, I don't understand. Now I've seen this happen, but you know what? What you called his name earlier? Football.
What up, B? What's going on?
What's the dude? He's spitting up ways.
Yeah. I just saw this.
He spit in. It was a black receiver.
JJ Stokes.
Spitting JJ Stokes' face. There was also another deal where
he also spit. He in
he spit again. He spit twice.
Dude, he spit twice. Did he spit in Shannon Sharp's face when he was with Baltimore?
He spit in somebody else's face.
I want to say he spit in Shannon Sharp's face. I really want to say.
I really want to say.
Go ahead talking.
But there was also another deal where Roberto Alomar Jr. spit in the referee face. They was arguing in the baseball game. They was arguing, and they was putting him out, and he spit in dude, on the dude. Referee, if I remember right, they had to kind of get in front of him because he had lost it for a minute. But Alomar, they was putting him off the field. But this two little incidents I thought that had happened that I had really known about when somebody spit in somebody's face on purpose. He did spit on somebody else. I don't remember who it was though. It was more than once that he spit.
Only person I'm getting is JJ Stokes. It
could have been that or the fish, but I know he spit on somebody else. Anyway, let's get off this, man. Fine.
Yeah.
You want to get to some professional auditioning football. Which one you want to get to?
I want to get into the feud between Jenkins and Eric Reed.
Oh, go ahead. This is brother.
All right. As you know, Eric Reed had some words with Malcolm Jenkins in pre-game of the Panthers and Eagles game this past Sunday.
And after the game, too, right?
No, they have. I mean, they spoke to the media. I don't know about the after the game fiasco or whatnot, but I do. But what stood out to everybody was the pre-game.
Right.
And what was puzzling to the onlookers, fans, and people on TV and commentators and things of this nature was that they thought that they were on the same side for the fight for equality and injustice of the African American community. And they thought it was very, very puzzling for Eric Reed to come to Malcolm Jenkins, and he was calling him sellout and screaming obscenities to him, and all of these things of this nature. And everybody was wondering. I mean, why is this? Why is he calling him a sellout? Why? I mean, what's the deal? So we know that Eric Reed, when he was with San Francisco, was the first one to take a knee by Colin Kaepernick during his peaceful silent protest.
Yep.
Colin Kaepernick, we ultimately know that he's still being blackballed out of the league, having a job. But Eric Reed, the Carolina Panthers called him up and gave him a job. So we know that Malcolm Jenkins is a big voice behind, the equality rights. He's holding up signs in the locker room and things of this nature, and it seems as if they should be on the same page. But there was a meeting that was held that didn't involve Eric Reed or Colin Kaepernick, which is supposed to have been involving these two, to come up with a medium, to come to an agreement between the NFL and the players, or black players, and those who are protest on the issue of kneeling. But the biggest problem was Malcolm Jenkins was there, but Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed wasn't there. And then they came up with a quote-unquote solution.
Right.
And Eric Reed did not agree with that, and therefore he made his voice heard to Malcolm Jenkins.
Called him
a sellout. All right, Rodney, I'm going to ask you, why do you think he called him a sellout?
Because
I got something put on your head.
Because the one thing in this situation where you have an opportunity to stand together and come together, because it's not there. We already know that it's not there anyway. But for those three guys to come together and be a voice for the league, and they could have done that, he went there for himself, to make himself.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. You getting warm. There you go. Yeah.
He had to try to make himself look good.
I just caught a cramp in my thigh. Whoa!
Look at it. What you do today? Besides I go to work? Nothing. Deal with it.
Well, go ahead.
No, this is fun. You talk about me all the time. And you go to the gym and work out. What up, Joe Jackson? They
Well,
just
Joe don't beat my kids, but y'all better sing it on the right note, Jackson.
But anyway,
Go ahead, though.
he went to the part. Why he would call sellout? He went to the part because he went for himself. He could have involved the two people that actually, were the face of this, and it would have had more of an impact than you just holding up signs in the locker room and making your little voice heard. So you leaving out the people that started it. That's just like, you leaving out the pioneers to this whole deal. And the other thing is, he did it to get in good favor with the NFL. That's the only reason he did it. Because he could have went another route and said, I won't do this unless you talk to them too. But he didn't.
Now, you said you was on the right track when you said that he did it for himself.
Yeah.
So in order for him to do it for himself, that means something have to be in it for him.
Money.
There you go. That was money move.
And Papa John?
That was money move that was set aside. All right, Josh, give me a second. We're gonna address whatever it is. You just wrote a novel right here, but let me get my point out before I'm gonna let Rodney read it in a second. Look, so there was money that was set aside to go for breast cancer awareness that was moved from that. Some of it, a lot of it, that was moved to. My research tells me Malcolm Jenkins Foundation, whatever that may be. I can't think of it.
Right.
So that's okay, look, if you come on outside and you try to convince, look, we're going to leave Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed out because they're going to disagree with everything that we come up with. But I really feel like we can talk to you. So, wait, hey, what it be? Now, as a black man, you know how things go when, how can I say it? Whenever you want a group of people to sway a certain way, let's get one of them on to help persuade them or speak for them. And all the ones that we know that's going to disagree with whatever particular issue that we're trying to come amends to, let's leave them out because they're going to be a problem. I feel like we can negotiate with you. And for that, we're going to do X, Y, and Z for you. That is why Eric Reed called him a sellout. That is why Eric Reed addressed it. What's up, boo? You won't come on Xbox and play video game with us, but thank you for showing up for our show, my dude. Now, and so he had to get something in return, and it was his foundation that benefited from it. Now, I really still feel like he got something under the table for doing this.
Of course he did. But he got, when all this was going on, he opened up a franchise of Papa John. Yeah, that was him.
Oh, so you really meant that?
Oh, serious? Yeah. He opened up a franchise, and after it came out, it went back under. But he opened up this franchise of Papa John. It came out last year when all this was going on. He opened up a franchise.
The ex-owner of Papa John was not the N-word.
That's when it happened. Before all that, when Papa John was all on the side of the NFL, and it came out. Yeah, he opened up a chain of Papa John. Then all of a sudden, the NFL talked to him, and then you didn't see it no more. It went underground.
Oh my God!
He sold out, and that's what happened. He sold out. So that's why he got in his dirt, because he profited off of it, and he didn't protest like everybody. Like, if you don't do it and be stand up for everybody, right? Don't go talk for me when we can go up there together and talk together.
Now I'm gonna bring something to your attention that you probably never even paid attention to. But then again, you probably did. I see you as a bright individual. Malcolm Jenkins never knelt. All he did was hold up his fist.
That's what Josh said. He never protested like he did.
Oh, that's what Josh said. Oh, read what Josh said. That's too much for me. If I ain't paying 3 words, I don't like reading because I don't like reading.
Jenkins for self-game, and Colin Kaepernick didn't agree with what Jenkins was doing. Eric Reed mentioned that in the interview. He protested the way Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed did. Sounds like Jenkins had a plan of his own. So, he never, like you said, he never did take a knee, but he put it.
Everybody hit the share button. If you haven't hit the share button, hit the share button. Boo, hit the share button. D, hit the share button. Right now. If you don't hit the share button right now, you know live, right?
Yeah, we're going to take a break real quick.
It's time for a break because one of us either got tired or we just here's some music.
Hey, we're going to get first. Ah! Bro, I do not believe that. Okay, all right. Let's go to Ray's Pick'em.
Please play my music. Go.
Oh my gosh.
Johnson, I can't read. I just can't read past 3 words. Welcome to Ray's Pick'em, y'all. Welcome to Ray's Pick'em.
Yeah, let's go and get Ray's Pick'em out the way.
Go ahead.
Last week, Ray was 12 and 17. He picked the Bucks versus the Hornets last week. We did 87 game. So we went and gave him the Bucks because we went 100% sure. He picked them versus Raptors. The Raptors didn't win that game. So it's great 2 doing that. And then it starts to go down, people. He picked Michigan State over Michigan. And what happened in that game? Michigan State lost. He picked.
They lost the fight. They lost the fight. They let Michigan come on the field. Tell them little stuff. But they little line thing, but the team walk across the field before the game or whatnot.
So you say you lost like Michigan State. Okay, then he had Mississippi State over LSU. And we all know how that happened. And he got real close on the last one. He had Chicago over the Patriots, but the Patriots prevailed. So last week, they had 2 and 3, and his record right now is 14 and 20. But he does have one still out there, and that is the World Series. And I'm going to tell you, we know how at the conclusion of the series, we need to know how many wins Sheree gets for being a World Series champion. So he picked up. He ain't gonna take a long time though. We're gonna go back
2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, 2 weeks ago. And
Division playoffs.
Division playoffs. So we got to win to get for them win championship. If they win championship. So we'll do that later. But now we current. Ray's on a 14 and 20. So y'all might be good if we can heat up a whole bunch of cupcakes and put all up.
Ray don't pick cupcakes. Shut up. For my first game.
Oh, write it down.
I need to get some NBA in here. Let me get some NBA in here. I gotta get NBA. Can't do it without NBA, man. All right. We got Lakers and the undefeated Nuggets. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna pick that. Let's go with the Celtics and the Thunder on TNT tonight at 7 o'clock. The Celtics are 2 and 2. The Thunder are 0 and 3. Do not let that 0 and 3 fool you because Paul George. I wonder if come on, what's his name? Look like the joke. Yeah. You know, shoot the ball. What's his name? Westbrook. When he back, man?
He already back.
When did he come back?
The other day.
Oh, he came back the other day? All right, then let me get the Celtics. The Celtics will be 3 and 2 after tonight, and the Thunder will be 0 and 4. Moving on. That'll be all. As the season go on, I'll add more NBA picks. Let's go to NCAA football. We got Baylor and West Virginia tonight. I'm going to West Virginia. Write it down.
Baylor? West Virginia.
Yep. Baylor, West Virginia. Write it down.
You going West Virginia?
I'm going West Virginia.
All right.
Because what they to do? He used to play for whatever. West Virginia. West Virginia. All right.
Okay.
K-State and Oklahoma. Moving on. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Pick up Mississippi State, Texas A&M for me.
Mississippi State and Texas A&M. Texas A&M, Jimbo Fisher's got the boys headed in the right direction. I don't know. I'm not for sure what the point spread is. Mississippi State is favored by 2 points over the number 16 Texas A&M Aggies. Maybe because they're playing at home. But we know the story about Mississippi State. I mean, a whole story about the quarterback woes and why Fitzgerald been playing like Fitzgerald. I don't know why the coach won't tell you about. I don't know what's on Moorhead's head. He need to do something. Everybody's calling him KT. That's Keaton, whatever, Crouton Thompson. The backup quarterback. Today, as we speak, KT got 5 touchdown passes. 1 touchdown pass more than Nick Fitzgerald, who had played the last 6 games. Mm-hmm. He only had 4. We know better. I mean, he literally gave LSU the game.
Mm-hmm.
I went to press conference with Moorhead a couple of days ago, and he trying to say, yes, I know that the passing game relies on 3 things. It relies on the quarterback, yes, it relies on protection, and it relies on wide receivers running good routes. Look, let me tell you something. You know, Nick having goose egg looking. Sideline. Nick Fitzgerald this year is trash. I do not know if it has something to do with his psyche because he gets paid. I don't know what it is. But you breaking your back, you broke because you were running, not because you were throwing. So if you got a psychic problem, you run the ball. And concentrate on throwing the ball more accurate. Since Joe Moorhead don't have the gall to take your butt out the game. But that is what you that is who's going to the game.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, Moorhead said they can't play some series. They're gonna do some series. So that might give us a chance. But I don't believe him. I don't believe him no more than I don't believe. Give me Chase A&M. I love my dog, Klanger, but give me Chase A&M. Only because the Bonzongas, the Snap Nick Fitzgerald. What more can he show you than he sucked this year? Establish the season and put him on the bench or put him at tight end. That's it.
That's it.
I mean, is that?
This will be no lie right here.
Oh, look at it. You know, okay. Clemson at FSU. That would be Florida State University. Clemson, write it down. It's my pick. 54. And then I got an NFL pick. I'm going with tonight. Tonight is a good game.
All right.
The Dolphins and the Texans. Both are 4-3. Houston is by 7.5, and I really feel like Houston will cover with that defense that Houston got. J.J. Watt, Javion Clowney, my boy, Bernard McKinney.
And you know, Houston on a 4-game winning streak too now.
Yes, but it's all smoke and mirrors. You gotta look at who they lost to and who they won against. It's all smoke and mirrors.
They play with Brock Osweiler as their quarterback, so you're the big fool to go with Brock Osweiler anyway.
Oh, no, you don't, because you got to look at Brock. That's what makes this game interesting. No, listen to what I'm saying. Look at Osweiler's stats for the last couple games. He's falling out of his mind. He really, really has. Yeah. That's what makes the game tonight interesting. But the reason I picked the Texans is because the defense of the Texans is so strong, and Dolphins' offense is injury played. Okay. They got a lot of offensive side of the ball. And Osweiler, believe it or not, as funny as this sounds, is the only reason they on this winning streak that they're on. That's where he's picking. Write it down. Back to Vegas. I ain't never lost because of what they got down on that page.
That's the pick 'em. All right, man. What you got next? You know, you just talk about the NFL. It's been crazy that came down. And me and you talked about it yesterday.
Let's touch on it.
We talked about the one where the Dallas Cowboys traded a first-round pick for Amari Cooper from the Oakland Raiders, the Burnham Raiders. The Raiders having a fire sale. If they got something you want right now, it's the time to go give them.
Right now, it's the time to go and get it.
Go get from the Raiders because they done gave up, first of all, the best defensive player in the league. He went to Chicago. Now they look like monsters. Then they gave up somebody else left. I forgot who it was they let go. But anyway, now they gave Amari Cooper.
Those are the notable players. Though.
The big notable player, Amari Cooper, the Cowboys for a first-round pick. It's a win. It's a win-lose situation for the Cowboys. Hopefully, it don't really matter because you just gave up your best receiver, and now you don't have a reason to give up to let your quarterback go later on. But for Dallas, it's a win-lose situation because you're basically getting Dez Bryant 2.0. He can if he catches the ball, he's a monster, but his hands are his problem. He don't catch the ball when he's supposed to catch the ball. He catch it when he ain't supposed to catch it. And that's the problem. On the plays where it's 3rd and 4, and he on a 5-yard out, and it hits him right in his hands, he drops it. That's Dez Bryant reincarnated. That's what Amari Cooper does. I don't know if I watch it. I don't watch enough to know that him and Dez Bryant are on the same type scale. Now, they say Dez Bryant lost a step. I don't see Amari Cooper being a great route runner either. So it's kind of the same thing. But like me and you discussed yesterday, this is from the day they make that trade until the end of the season, this is an audition for Dak because now there's no excuse for Dak going to the end of the season. Everybody said he don't have nobody to throw the ball to. They went and got somebody for him to throw the ball to. His offensive line is already great. The offensive line actually is improving. And then you got a running back in the backfield. So now, as long as they stop playing him like he's Tim Tebow, then we can actually see what they have in Dak Prescott. There are no more excuses at this point. You got Beasley, which is actually a great third option on the 3rd down, great slot receiver. And then you got Amari Cooper, and you got the young guy Galloway, who actually can run a great route. And he got speed. So now, what's going to be the excuse? Like you said, they put him on notice. Bruh, you buy the audition starting now.
Yep.
So, that's one. And another trait that came out this week was Harrison. Big day. Snacks.
Big day. Snacks. Please can I have this, please?
Get that one.
Thank you very much. I don't know how he feels about it. I haven't talked to him, but I plan to. Yes, I said that. I plan to talk to him, and we plan to talk to him. Yes, we said that. But I personally feel like it is a good move for him because right now the New York Football Giants is a dumpster fire because of the same reason, pretty much the big same reason. You know what? They're rebuilding. They're rebuilding right now. Yeah. They gave up Eli Apple. In my personal opinion, they traded the wrong Eli because that's Eli that's causing the problem. Eli Manning is the problem.
Trade the line too.
Right, it ain't over with, but I don't see them doing it. But I really feel like also that this is a good move for Snacks. really would like to know how you feel about it, but I really feel like it'll be a good move for him because Detroit right now, they're also rebuilding his defense, and I feel like he can really be the anchor of that line. Actually, he will be the anchor of that line, the defensive line, and they can build around it because right now that's the only thing that they need to rebuild on. Now, I'm anxious to see what other moves, not the Giants, but what Detroit is going to do to strengthen that defense. You understand where I'm going here? My boy,
Big play
what's the
Slay?
face? No, not big play. Big play. He good. He got that covered. Mississippi State.
Right.
Claim it. But my boy, Johnson, running ball. That man had a 100-yard rushing system. Come from Kerryon Johnson. Come from Auburn. A rookie. What, man? I'm wrong.
Go ahead. I hear you.
But anyway, that offense legit. They got Matthew Stafford. I mean, they got Golden Tate. They throwing the ball to them. I go on and on about the offense. They're doing what they need to do on offense. But they do a good job. They're doing a good job start out rebuilding this defense by bringing in Snacks. I really feel like he's going to benefit from it. And plus, he don't have to play out in the cold no more.
So you can play on the inside till they leave.
Which I feel like they're not going anywhere.
But then what's up, though? You know, like, I'm interested to see what happens after this weekend before Tuesday because I think it's going to be another trade. And one possibility we didn't discuss yesterday was what if the Giants traded for Derek Carr, who's actually not a bad quarterback. He's just
not. But John Gruden said yesterday in his weekly team conference meetball, whatever you want to call it, where you talk to the reporters and bull crap. They asked him a serious question that was very, very interesting. But I'd like to get into it, but it's gonna go long and we don't have much time. But he did end it by saying that I'm pleased with my quarterback and he will not be traded. Now I'm gonna say this right here. Do I believe him? No.
I'm gonna say you can't believe it.
Do anybody else in the locker room believe him? No. John Gruden has lost that locker room. Why? Because he is a liar. John Gruden is about himself. I hate to say it. I hate to echo what Chris Carter and Greg Jennings said this morning on whatever the name of their show is, first thing this morning or whatever. But
I don't know that. I just
whatever what it's called. But and they follow. John Gruden is a bona fide liar, and the only person he cares about is himself. Now look who he got rid of. He got rid of Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, the best. Arguably the best defensive player in the league. I'm saying arguably because you got Aaron Donald out there that's doing the thing also. Arguably the best defensive player in the league. A game
defensive player at his position.
At his position. Okay, the best defensive player at his position in the entire NFL.
For sure.
Someone who do not get into trouble. He's a very memorable person. He's not rowdy and all this kind of stuff. But when he got those pads on, he handled his business. He was told he's not into trouble and all this kind of stuff. Great guy from my understanding. He gets rid of Amari Cooper. Okay, Amari Cooper. Yeah, not Amari Cooper. Is that his name, Amari?
Yeah. Amari Cooper.
No, Google, I did not call for you. Come back later.
What did you say?
I don't know what I said, but I said something that's true. Google. But anyway, I better watch y'all phones. Y'all be talking Google or mess around and text or call somebody. Hey, y'all better watch. Get you in trouble. But Amari Cooper, even though he disappeared the last year and a half, I don't know what's going on with him, with his hands and whatnot. Like you said, he's Dez Bryant 2.0. And to go back to what you said about that, I never did get a chance to come in on. I never would have gave up a first-round draft pick for him because he is not first-round draft pick giving up material. Nope. Forget. But a great guy, from my understanding, quiet, humble, one of the most guys. You can marry my daughter type of person. I don't know that. Nobody marry my daughter. Nobody's better good enough for my daughter. But anyway, great guy, from my understanding. These two guys never saw it coming. John Gruden, going back to him being a liar. He said Khalil Mack he didn't want to be here in the first place. No, that wasn't the case. He did want to be there. He just wanted to get paid, just like everybody else. Everybody else hold out, they trying to do what? You trying to hold out? Why are you holding out? Because you don't want to be there or you trying to get paid? Which one is it? Huh? You trying to get paid. You trying to get paid. You trying to get those papers. So John Gruden is a liar. His players think he's a liar. And he did nothing but cut the young players and bring in old heads like as if he's trying to win now. But I will tell you this right here, Rodney. Don't touch my GOAT, Hubbard. Those number one draft picks that he got, they better work out.
They're going to have to.
They better work out.
He got
that's all I got. I still got ready.
But look, one last thing before we get out of here. And I want to make sure that you pay attention to this pitch. All right. This the and stuff for today. And I need y'all to get in on this. Von Miller.
Crazy eyes. When I saw Chad Kelly, dude, I thought something was wrong with the picture.
No, that's what he looked like. Look, this is what happened. Von Miller threw a party. Some kind of fundraiser / party type deal that he do every year where they all dress up in cowboy outfits and whatnot, and they had this fundraiser / party. Chad Kelly went to the party, got a little tipsy, a little drunkish, got to acting a fool, being bravo macho, got into it with somebody at the party, and basically got escorted out the party at his team, one of his teammates' party. Okay, go to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, Chad Kelly is wandering around this apartment complex that he don't live in. And he goes up to somebody's house and goes in the house and sits on the couch beside the lady in the house. She screams. Her man come out the back with a metal vacuum hose. I don't know the last time you seen a metal vacuum hose, but last time I seen one, yes, the metal vacuum hose. You know, the metal part. Last time I saw one of them, it had the long string where you pull the vacuum cleaner on the floor behind it. And you know, that was like early 80s. So he had the metal jug and swung at Chad Kelly, and Chad Kelly ran about the house. So police got there at that time because somebody had called that he was on premises looking suspicious anyway. Arrested him, took him to jail. That's the mug shot.
Not to mention, they said he was. They couldn't make out what he was saying. He said something like, I'm gonna give you my Patrick Mahomes impersonation. They say he was slurred in the words, man. They say he sounded like Patrick Mahomes.
But the thing is, he lost his NFL job over that. Not because he sucked, because he was number 2 on the roster.
He was number 2 on the depth. Yes, he was.
Now, my point is this. He is the example of privilege, that white privilege in America.
I was going to say, don't leave out white.
The white privilege in America. Dude got kicked out of high school twice. He got kicked out of college, 2 different colleges, went back to a community college.
EMCC, Last Chance U.
Last Chance U. Got drafted. And now he's out of the league.
Hold up, you left out one thing.
What that?
The high school game that his brother was playing in, where he ran out on the field trying to fight high school.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And
if that don't tell you he's out of control.
To all these people out here that know football, that's Jim Kelly's nephew. Jim Kelly is sick right now at this point because he he vouched for this dude going to the NFL.
We're not talking about his cancer.
No. I mean like sick to his stomach type sick. Like I'll disagree you kind of sick.
This dude has discredited his what do you call it when you vouch for somebody?
Credibility.
Yeah, whatever. Credibility.
But my point is this. This dude had time after time after time after time after time after time to do something that most people love to do. And he's messing around with it. Now, this don't go well for people that's been good and had one slip up and got put out, or had no slip ups and don't have that chance. I.e., Colin Kaepernick. He don't have that chance to play now because he's doing something that is right, or something that most people will see as right, and he's got blackballed for it. You have people like, give me another name, somebody that got to put out of that situation, and they just got, they didn't get another chance. You had quite a few people that have been through this, but he's had chance after chance after chance after chance, and now he can't. Now he just now lost his opportunity to play professional football. Makes no sense at all. Oh, let me give you one. Ray Rice. He did not get another chance. He did not get another chance. Now everybody say, what's called had got another chance. Hardy got another chance. Yeah, but it didn't last that long either.
Nope.
No.
Now he's knocking folks out in the MMA.
And taking hits of coke before he do it. Let's get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's down in Oxford too, at the hotel, getting taking coke. Anyway, that's the end
I'm
of
pretty
it.
sure they're done for today. But we'll see you next time on the
Ray!
R&R Show.
Ray! Hey, look, they tell him before the match. He got your coat. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. You hear that bell? I heard that bell. No, not that. That's the bell.
You got my coat. You got my coat.
Is it time yet? Is it time to fight? It's time to fight. Woo, woo, piece of candy.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Next time.
Y'all be good. Stay out of trouble. That man said he got your coat.
Dead roll. You dead roll.
Ah, he got your coat.